Alright, so now we're back for a clip. So essentially, we're talking about sometimes those super uniques, like any of the uniques that are always there, like Corpse Fire, Rakinishu, pretty much like the later people too. Anyone that's always there, they have a chance to drop a lottery, so it could be a set lottery, or it could be a coupon lottery, or I think there is another one. Maybe it is just a coupon or a set lottery. But essentially, he just dropped us the entire set. So we're just in Darkwood. We're wondering if it was worth coming through here doing all of this, but maybe it was. So if we're just looking at our personal pages, it's starting to fill up a little bit. We just got some items that we're saving. I think we already have the leather gloves. Our mercenary has the leather gloves. Death Skies. So now we have the guard and the touch. We have 2 copies of the gloves. Oh, that's right. If we find 3 set gloves, we should be able to just turn them into the unique gloves. That's right. If we find 3 set gloves, we could use the Herodric Cube to turn them into unique gloves, which would be Magic Find and Gold Find gloves. That's if we don't find them. So essentially, we just came here to show that. And then we're picking up Jawbone Caps. That one has no stats on it. So we don't want that one. Essentially, I think our bank is getting pretty filled up. We did find some items. Right, I think we found a unique sword, unique short sword. We did. So eventually we'll come back, we'll sort it all out. I think we found another unique item, maybe unique buckler. Yeah, they are both unique. Alright, so we found the unique buckler, the unique short sword. So we found both of those. We have the unique small shield, so we needed those items. Essentially, maybe we'll come back. We just have to clear inventory, sell everything, see if we need anything. Essentially, the rare items usually we just put here for some reason for right now. The magic items, we just check to see if we need these stat, and then later we're just going to be shopping for the other ones. Oh, this one was interesting because javelins can be ethereal. So essentially, if you're looking for a throw-in weapon, make sure the throwing weapon is ethereal for the enhanced damage. Because they replenish their quantity, they will never get damaged. That's right, you'll never lose them. So throwing weapons should always be ethereal. Something that we learned, so I think we can't use. So maybe we just came back for that clip just to show that we got 3 set items. And we completely rendered everything, so everything's all caught up. The other one, he had to re-render it because we forgot to resize the windows. Essentially, we're just in the Darkwood. I think we have to go clear more of the Darkwood. Did we come from this direction? Oh, maybe we didn't. Cool. So, this is pretty sweet, the Amazon. We're just looking for that to maybe hope it is something, just rares to look for. We need more space. That's right. Space is always a problem. All we need to do is cube all those items to put them into the stalkers, right? The gem stalker, the rune stalker, the multi-stalker, and the re-rolling orb. So essentially maybe we'll just keep going through the Darkwood and see if we find anything. But this plague javelin just destroys everything. Essentially whenever you see a fallen pack, a fallen town, fallen city, you just be able to destroy all of the fallens with the plague javelin. So we did see there was a unique item. We seen it. It was a unique dagger. So we got the dragon stones, we got the keys, throwing knives, unique dagger. Perfect. So another unique item to add to the collection. So should we start keeping them unidentified? I'm not sure. Sometimes we keep them unidentified, so we don't know what they are. And then we find out later at some point. Maybe we should just identify them at some point. So let's just continue going through the Darkwood. Maybe we'll find more items to add to the collection. Essentially going through here is finding a lot of good low level items. The one that we want to find is the leather gloves, but we haven't found those yet. Alright, we're back for a little clip again. So we thought we should, because we're actually just at the Catacombs. Well, we're just at the inner cloister. So essentially we have the 4 Catacombs levels, Catacombs. Later, where we're going to be gambling things, probably we would be gambling things, trying to gamble the better items, because we cannot really find these ones. So there's a good rare shield, item level 21, item level 29. So it's essentially based on your character level, right? Our character level is 25. So it'd be plus or minus 5 levels. So it'd be, well, then like what, 20? Maybe it's plus minus 4. So it'd be in between item level 21 to item level 29. Amazing. So that'd be another really good way to get items, because essentially we can only find certain types of items in these places. Essentially all these rares, they're not going to be anything because we're going to be able to get better versions of them. For the paladin shield, we're going to have to try to get some really good paladin shields. And a whole bunch of other good items, but our inventory is pretty clear. Essentially, we're at the inner cloister. All we have to do is go in here. So maybe we'll just record a little bit here, a little bit of gameplay. Essentially, all we do is just run around, maybe pick up something if it seems interesting to us. Then just run around and throw more javelins at things, and then they just die. So all these things, eventually, we'll work on our gear again. So these spirit crowns, they're actually an Amazon item. Inner cold, inner sight, poison arrow, requires level 12. So we're not trying to get damaged ones, but would be good to get one with a good plus 3 stats on it, and then we could socket it, and then put something in these sockets. Or we could find like a good rare one or magical one or something, but we're mostly looking for the rare ones, right? The magical ones would be easier to find later. Essentially, this is the, Plague Javelin Amazon. We could switch to the Fire Strike. We could use both of them, but then Plague Javelin doesn't gain anything from Fire Strike, we believe. So essentially, the inner cloister, we could see if this guy is going to drop us anything. Oh, and there's even a boss pack here. Sweet. So it's always good when there's more boss packs, because then you may get extra loot. Actually, we killed him, we got the pylon, we got the axes, sorcerer's talisman, small charm, and then you just hit all these things. Because we also know that in the catacombs is a whole bunch of chests, right? In the catacombs, you just open all of the chests, get all of the rewards, essentially. Maybe we'll just do some catacombs runs. We've run all of Act 1 again. I think we got all of these items. We'll just do Andario runs, maybe. So essentially, we're just gonna kill Andario. We're gonna see if she drops super sick items like she's supposed to. And if she does, then maybe we'll just actually farm her a few times. And a lot of the experience and the items would come from the guys before her, but we could see we barely got any experience this whole time, but since we've been in this place, we actually have gotten experience. This place seems to be a better experience. We could go straight for the bottom level, or we could clear out this place again to think we will. So maybe we'll just clear out the catacombs, and then we'll come back once we get to Andariel again, see what she drops. Maybe something on the way will drop something good too. Essentially, it's just always a chest we're looking for. The Ghoul Lords are high levels too, that's right. The Ghoul Lords will give us the most experience. You've seen how much our experience shot up right there. Alright, here, so we found something. So, these boots, it depends which ones these are, but we believe there is a cube recipe to change them if they are the ones we don't want. So, the set item boots. Plus 50% magic find, these are the ones that we want. Essentially, I guess it's not that good by itself, right? By itself, it's not too great. Maybe the mercenary could use it. But if we find the quilted armor and the light belt, then we could actually use this. It would be the magic find set. That would help tremendously. So there's the first piece. All we need is the quilted armor and the light belt. That'd be amazing if Andariel dropped them at one point. If we just farm Andariel or something and she drops them. Oh, but I guess regular boots dropped here, right? So we could get all of the pieces here. What do we get it from, a chest or something? We just opened a chest and then it came out of the chest, or we opened one of those caskets or something? Oh, what is he gonna drop? He's going to drop a crystal sword. So we're not really looking for crystal swords. Alright, so we're back. So we're just about to level up, right? Yes, we just got to level 26. Amazing. So we're thinking of not picking up chip gems anymore. Maybe we won't pick up any chip gems. Maybe chip gems aren't worth it at this point. Well, maybe they are. Maybe we just pick up flawed gems. Essentially, the reason that we started recording is because we were just about to level up. So if we go here, if we go to our damage, right, what is our damage? 4.2 thousand to 4.5 thousand. So we can't put it directly into Plague Javelin, but we could put it here and bring it to 4.7k. So that's amazing. And if we go here, what is their damage? 4.7k. So we just leveled up and raised our poison javelin damage a bit more. Maybe we could even go with a multiple shot. Eventually, it's just I don't think we're going to be able to kill anything. So let's continue going through the Catacombs level 1, see if we find anything. Maybe a 3-socket chainmail? That'd be better than ours, right? This is 39 defense versus 94 defense, so we'll probably upgrade that at some point. Oh, and these wretched scythes, they're necromancer items, so if they have good necromancer stats, we'll probably look into getting one of those. Alright, so we're just about to defeat Ontario, so let's see if she drops better drops again. And we could loot everything else around here too. Hopefully she does. So she dropped a Tripped Emerald, Claymore, Claws, Short Spear, Morningstar. Was that the quest items? Did she drop the, was she supposed to drop emeralds? Was she supposed to drop the flawless gems again? Maybe we didn't do it right. Or maybe it doesn't work in this mod, we're not sure. I have to figure that out. So essentially, we defeated Ontario. We got a few items here. Do we need... I think we checked this thing. It didn't have anything, right? Yes, the helmet didn't have anything. So we were expecting to get more flawless gems from her, but we didn't get them from her. So we're just trying to see if we need the breastplate for anything. Maybe we don't need the breastplate. Inventory is pretty much full. We could go. We got a bone shield. One of the enemies dropped a bone shield. So the bone shield's actually pretty much like the best in slot, right? Just because it doesn't decrease your movement speed. Essentially that's it, 45%, and it only requires level 25 strength, so it has like no requirements on it. The bone shield, pretty much the best level 1 item. So now that we've ran through everything in Act 1, now we're going to just have to organize a whole bunch of things, see what we have. See if we got anything good, right? See if we got anything good during all of this. If we didn't, then we'll have to go run Act 1 again, or maybe just do Ontario runs, something like that. So let's just sort this mess, and then we'll come back. We'll see. Oh, this is a superior javelin. It's a superior ethereal javelin, so that's probably pretty good. Alright, we're back. So we got everything figured out again. Maybe we could identify this assassin's set. Essentially, we know what all these sets are, although it's good to get them again. So we know this one cannot be frozen. It's absolutely amazing for any character. Considering we don't need this anymore, we could actually use this. We could actually use that. And what does the 2 set piece do? +1 to skills. Actually, plus life, regenerate mana. Not be frozen, +1 to skills. So we don't have any way to regenerate mana, do we? This doesn't have anything in it. %, mana stolen per hit, but we need a mana per kill. So essentially, maybe we could socket these gloves, because they do give the +2 skills, right? That increases our damage quite a bit. Look at our poison damage. If we take this off, 47, almost 1,000 more damage. So we could do that. We have a socket donut. Socket donuts cost money. You could buy them from the vendor, or we had to happen to find one. So if we just go here, we go to, well, should we use those keys? It's just we like saving up keys for some reason. We'll just go buy a new stack of keys from the vendor. It's just if you cube it with a whole bunch of keys, you lose a whole bunch of keys. And then keys aren't exactly cheap, are they? So if we go here, we could just keep cubing this until it goes to the socketing donut. So essentially, these are all of the crafting materials. This thing can store all of your crafting materials. And it also, so there was the socket donut right there. We screwed up, so we're gonna have to go through a whole bunch. So where was it? Right here, right after this one. So then we'd go take out a key, and then we'd withdraw the socket donut because we found one, and then we put it in here. So now with this thing, white normal exceptional elite for other normal exceptional. So we need one flawless gem. So set items can have one socket in them, right? So we just need to get one flawless gem. Maybe we could just buy the flawless gem. Because essentially, once we have completed the quest, she gives us cheaper prices. Barely cheaper prices. Because what's the price difference? It was 6,000 before, 5,400. We just need one flawless gem, flawless topaz. So if we go here, and then we just use the flawless topaz, because you can't use two of them, right? Yeah, here we go. It was a set weapon or armor, normal flawless gem socket donut, maximum gem sockets 1. So you can see crafted items can have 2 sockets, rare items can have rare items can only have 1 socket. Rare items can only have 1 socket. So I guess magic items can have 3 sockets. Oh, certain rare items can have 2 sockets. Rare torso helm. So it's, oh, okay, that's right. It was just the gloves, the belts, and the boots. The gloves and the belts and the boots can only have 1 socket, and the other rare items can have 2 sockets. Magic items can have up to 3 sockets. So there we go. We figured that out. If we go here, we just need 1 flawless gem then. Essentially, we just use this with the socket donut, with the death hand. Then we cube it, then it adds 1 socket to it. And then we could just cube these with here, and then we could just buy one sapphire. So we go trade, buy one regular sapphire, then we could just upgrade it. So essentially, we just throw this in here, and then we get a flawless sapphire plus 8 mana per kill. So now we have our mana per kill back. Now we have +1 to scales. So now our character's doing a lot better. What does our mercenary have for that? He essentially has that. So if we found a chest piece, we could give her +1 to all scales. Alright, so we did all of that. We figured that this thing, we don't need that thing really. So you can pretty much just take these runes, right? This 3 socket armor, maybe we don't need it at some point. Just throw the runes in the rune stalkers. And then we had a few more unique items. The dagger, 20% chance to cast fireball on attack, 250% damage to demons, 5 to 15 fire damage, +2 maximum fire damage, fire resist. So that would be really good weapon. really good offensive weapon. Essentially, we have the throwing weapon though. This one just requires level 2, right? This requires level 4. So this level 4, level 2 sword. It always has such high lifesteal on it. 16% lifesteal plus the max damage based on level, so it grows with your character. And the buckler, increased attack speed, faster cast rate, strength, dexterity. So is better. Lightning resist, magic absorb. I mean, the other one would give faster attack speed, right? Faster attack speed, faster cast rate. So maybe that would be better in this situation. So maybe we found a shield upgrade. And then we're going to have to figure out what to do with our sets and unique items. I think we just throw them on the pages with the other items. Essentially, here's these items. Maybe next episode we go through these scrolls, figure out what they do, try to unlock their powers, unlock the recipes. Maybe look at more key recipes. Maybe farm Andario more. I think we're going to do that. I think we're just going to leave the game, go to the inner cloister, and then go farm Andario. That works. Instead of doing the first areas, because we did almost get a 1 full level doing that. So if we go down there, we'll get to level 27. If we get to level 28, then we can start using the better gems, and we could gamble for better items. Actually, if we go here to trade, level 28, yeah, level 28 is the next gem. Right, we're back again. So we're just about to defeat Andario again. See what she drops. See if she drops us anything good. Just a belt. But before we ran into her, we got the said amulet. The said amulet dropped over here. So what else do we get? Pretty much maybe just sell the breastplates, see if the hawk helm is anything. Essentially the breastplates would sell for a little bit of gold. And these items, we'll just always pick them up to see if there is anything, but there usually has never been anything. You won't believe how rare it is to actually find something for a specific class when you're looking for it. Well, we're not even looking for it specifically, right? We're just pretty much checking all the ones that we see, and we have not really found too many good ones. It just takes so much for all the all the skills to line up, I guess. Right? The oak branch is going to be nothing. It's going to show +3 to molten boulder. That's it. So it has one skill. It is +3, but it would have been better if it had more things. So let's just go back to town here. I think we did pick up one other thing too. We just go to our personal page. We had just some rings. The Falcon. That's right. That'll be magic find, gold find. Although we won't be able to use it on the Amazon. Well, we're gonna have to make a barbarian at some point. But I don't think we would use the amulet because essentially we have our Amazon amulet. Oh, we could make better amulets or something. So this one, the amulet, this would be the sorceress amulet. Faster cast rate, 15 to mana, fire resist, 20%, and then the other things. Well, you have the sash. The mercenary has the sash. So we have 2 items here. So our belt's not that good, and it would just be that. I think this would give us another +1 to skills, wouldn't it? Put that on there. +6 to energy, damage reduced by 2. The amulet gives +1 to skills. Oh, and more magic find. Amazing. Okay, so we found the amulet. It goes with the belt that we had before. So now our magic find just skyrocketed 152% and 50%. So you have the boots of sneaking. If we could get the other pieces. We just need the quilted armor and the light belt style. So what's better to have, the 50 magic find or 32% magic find and a little bit more gold? I guess we could give this to the mercenary. This will just give us a slightly more magic find, better chance to find better items. So I guess we didn't really have too much else here. If we go to identify, we'll probably sort through this, maybe do another Andariel run, sell everything we don't need, see what we got. Ethereal does not automatically repair. Although it would be good for a mercenary, right? Because they never lose their ability, we believe. And maybe the armor would be better because it's ethereal. Essentially, we'll just go through these things here, do another one. So, on this mod, they give you chance to cast Charge Bolt when struck. I think there's like different tiers. Requires level 10, requires level 20, and then level 30, level 40, level 50, I think. Essentially, it's just higher chance to cast higher level skills, something like that. So essentially, those are pretty cool to keep. And then some more items here. All resistance on a ring. So let's just go through this thing. Let's do another Andariel run maybe. Oh, this Falcon, that's right. Let's identify it. So this would be the gold find one, right? 20% attack speed, 3 to 15 damage, 27 at maximum, 20% deadly strike, 46 defense, 30 lightning resistance, plus 20% based on character level. Hacker takes damage of 25 and 81% extra gold. So I think the extra gold percent can go a lot higher, can't it? Or is it around 100? We're not sure. We'd have to check the website. Essentially, if we weren't a throwing Amazon, this doesn't really do too much, right? Holy Plague Javelin. Plague Javelin kills everything. Would there be like a melee ability we could use? We could use like Fend or something. Fend might work. Viper Bite adds poison damage and releases poisonous missiles upon impact. Oh. Releases 3 spirits damage, poison damage. So this would add a lot of poison damage too. And Lightning Strike releases chain lightning upon impact. Requires level 24. We're level 27. Maybe we could look at our skills a bit, right? That would give us 81% more gold for monsters. I wonder if it would be just as fast, because this does what, like 6,500 poison damage. And then what about this? If we go with a Viper Bite, maybe? Releases a poison clouds. Doesn't do nearly as much damage. Maybe the Chain Lightning or something. Or maybe Fend would work good. Or Dance of Death. Lightning damage 1 to 276. So it gets stronger with these abilities. Fire Strike's good for a single target, maybe. Does this gain benefit from Fend? It does. Fend's probably good. This requires level 30. So maybe we'll just play around with like Fend, Chain Lightning, Viper Strike. We'll try these things. This requires any melee weapon with any melee weapon. Any melee weapon. Perfect. So maybe we'll just put some of the other abilities on here. Maybe increase our attack rating. There we go. So now we got 146% magic, 170% magic find, 146% gold find, and we'll see how this does. So we have a new ability. Probably doesn't do anything close, but we'll check it out. Chain Lightning, Viper Bite, this one, I'll just town portal like F8 or something. There we go. So let's try this out. Essentially, we just boosted our magic find and gold find considerably with those things. Amazing. Alright, we're back again. So we found a light belt. We found a light belt from this thing. And essentially, these scales, they're pretty good. Light belt, Arctic bindings. So this isn't the one we want. But we could change it, right? Is it a thawing potion or a stamina potion? We're gonna have to check. We just lose like our +1 abilities, but if we change it, let's just go to a town portal. Let's do that. Let's get our belt, because we know there is cube recipes. We also did check out, right, the secret recipe 14, so we're gonna have to unlock this at some point. Essentially, we could take 2 dragon stones and the scroll to create any perfect gem we want. So that's gonna help out. We don't have to pick up chip gems anymore. And we're looking for conversion. Looking for the conversion. That's right. Set conversion. Berserker's headgear, Acolyte's thieving, set belt, Acolyte's tool belt. So it's 1 thawing potion. Essentially, the boots of sneaking. If we didn't get the boots we wanted, we could just cube them with 1 thawing potion, and then it would fix our problems. Just like this one. So we just need 1 thawing potion. We could just go trade this person over here. We just go trade 1 thawing potion. And if we go to the cube, throw the Arctic Horns belt in that we don't want at the moment. Throw 1 thawing potion. And then it becomes the Acolyte's Thieving Tools Light Belt. 100% extra gold, 25% better magic find. And when we equipped it, we'll get the 2-step bonus, which increases 50% more magic find. So what is that? Although we lose the 50% magic find on the amulet? 170, 146, 346. That's 200% more gold find. 50% more magic find. We just like lose the +1 scales essentially. No, we gain +1 scales on those, don't we? Or is the +1 scales on the chest piece? Alright, so this one just gives you 200% gold, 50% magic find. This one gives you 100% magic find. Faster hit recovery, that's pretty good. And this still gives the +1 to scales. This just gives a faster cast rate, plus the mana fighter resist. So we could essentially just put our old amulet on then. At this point, our old amulet would be better. This one, so if we just switch it, because we don't have the set bonus anymore, we won't use that. Maybe your mercenary could use it. Oh, a mercenary could use it. You just have that belt. So you could use this belt here, and then you put on the amulet, and then you get the set bonus. So now you get damage reduced, magic damage, 50% magic find, +1 to scales, faster cast rate, fire resist. Maybe that would help. So what else do we have? Oh, we're just still trying to find a good shield. Maybe that is a decent one. Defiance Thorns, Holy Ball, level 6. Maybe that one's alright. 2 sockets. So we're still looking for items. We found a robe with no skills on it. Oh, so we were doing the Catacombs, right? So we've pretty much went through the first level. Maybe we'll come back when we're at the basement. Come back at the 4th level and then just destroy the files. So you see how we just instantly fell. That was amazing. Essentially we were using the chain lightning ability, and then we just started to try using this other poison ability. So we tried both of them. Both of them are pretty sweet. If we take the chain lightning one, that's a little bit of damage. And if we do the poison one, it just like instantly kills them, right? Or for those two, or what? We use chain lightning, we could use the poison one. Probably both pretty good. Alright, so maybe we'll just record doing Andariel, and then we'll pretty much end this episode. Next episode, we'll actually be looking at cube recipes and probably identifying a bunch of those scrolls, seeing what they do, unlocking some more cube recipes, and then just trying to upgrade our gear. Maybe we could even forge our gear, because forging our gear would give us tons and tons more magic find, or more killing power, or movement speed. Essentially, forging our gear allows us to add whatever we want to our gear. Essentially, like pretty much all of these stats are available to your gears. Essentially, you just have to add them to them. That's what all the crafting materials are for. Use the other ability too, which just instantly poisons and kills everything. The other one, it just does what? Chain lightning. It's definitely more fun to look at. You see, they use the poison swoosh. Dariel doesn't seem to be as much of a problem with his poison ability. She fell so quickly this time. So she gave 4 rare items. She didn't really give the gems we're looking for. She only gives it the first time, I guess. Large shield, so a K rune. We're wondering if we should do the Countess. Just because she gave us like a red rune, she gave us a higher leveled rune than we could find here. So if we go home teleport, that was the Andariel run. So there's a whole bunch of other skills that we never used before. Usually we just stick with the bow is on. Usually we just go multi-shot maybe. But going with these melee abilities does seem alright. The melee abilities don't seem too bad. And we're actually just about level 28. And then we could do like a Lightning Fury maybe. There's other abilities. This melee Lightning Strike thing's pretty sweet though. Same with this Viper Bite Poison one. It's over 2 seconds, so it does it pretty quick.